All right, shalom, shalom. This is Shalomar from the Great Millstone Atlantic Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honor some elders and apostles, the Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. And the title of this lesson is Local Uproars. And the reason why I say that, because I was out working, and which is normally a pretty quiet city, which is this part of town that I was in at the time. Of course, we're here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I was in Marietta, Georgia, and it's been protests everywhere this year since DJ Trump has been in office. It's just been a lot of protests in Atlanta, certain parts of North Atlanta. It was actually a protest in this little quiet area of Woodstock. There was protests. What area is that? I think it's Doraville, and it's been a lot of them. So, the scriptures talk about the uproars of the people. Well, basically the nations, mainly Esau, Edom, that they know that they're doomed. They know that this guy that they voted in office is pulling Babylon the Great down, and you have these other nations ready to go to war. So, also yesterday, now I recorded this on Monday, which was so-called Labor Day. I was out there working, and a lot of people was off, so they decided to do a protest. So I'm gonna play this. Where you can see exactly where I am. Okay. This is Roswell Road in Marietta. See them signs? They coming up against Trump in the small hats. And everybody honking. What that sign says, this is hope I can't really read that, it's kind of blurred out. But yeah, they was out yeah, I still can't really see it that good. But yeah, this is what was going on out there. And the scriptures speak on this. As a matter of fact, I want to start with this Luke chapter 21 and verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations." All right, so we've been seeing the signs in the sun and the moon with the certain eclipses, and in the stars with certain things people can't understand that's going on in the heavens. A lot of chariot sightings, far away, close up. They even said that somebody came out and said that they're all the people that are controlling those so-called UFOs look like African American men. That's really tall. So a lot of these people they're scared. As a matter of fact, the next scripture is going to go into that. But it says, "And upon the earth's distress of nations," everybody's in well, not really now, but soon to come, everybody's going to be in sorrow. It's going to be a very sorrowful time for these people that's been living good all this time, and now their end has come, and they know it. But then again, Jake knows that there's something in it for them, and those are the ones that's gonna be saved. That's gonna be delivered out of this mess. It says, verse 26. It says, "Men's hearts fell in them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Exactly. We can see that. I never thought that I'd see white people protesting about other white people. All right, I've seen signs out there talking about billionaires. They coming up against Trump. They coming up against the small hats about what happened in Gaza and over there in the Middle East. All of that destruction that's taking place. Esau know that it's over. They know that it's the end. Slacking. So yeah, hey, we in those times. We are in those times, and this devil is Revelations 12:12. They're gonna come down with that great wrath, and what was it? It was either yesterday or last night or either early this morning. It was sometime recently. Trump sent a jet to hit a boat with a missile and kill 11 men. That is crazy. And they say his reason for doing it, he said they was headed to the United States with a lot of drugs. First of all, this wasn't a big boat, and those 11 men were, if you look up the Coast Guard's seizing boats or capturing drug smugglers, those boats, they're gonna have maybe one or two, maybe three people on them. It's gonna be one person driving, one person looking out. You might have another person with a gun or something. But if you have 11 men on a boat, they're trying to get somewhere. They're not moving drugs like that. So that was his reason for blowing it up. There was no evidence. If there were, he destroyed all of it. But yeah, this is what's going on. And now, I don't know how true it is, but they're saying that it's a lot of warships in that area because he's trying to come down on those on the Northern Kingdom, just like he's coming down on the Southern Kingdom as well, sending troops to these hood areas, saying he's cracking down on crime. This devil is going to run out of power real soon. He's going to run out of power real soon, and it's going to backfire on him. All right. Matthew 12:25 says, "And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." You best believe these devils that's out there protesting, they have people that they probably live with or their neighbor that are diehard Trump supporters. Best believe that. So when that time come, where everybody's going to be fighting one against the other, you're going to have one group of people against another group of people. It could be a race war, but I truly believe this is going to be one type of American against another type of American, just like in the movie that just dropped, the Civil War movie that it dropped last year. And that was a pretty good movie. I mean, it kind of sucked, but just the narrative of it was on point. It says, verse 26, "And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? It will not." And we see how this place is crumbling. And there's more and more things that's going to come that's going to open a lot of people's eyes. It's going to be more and more uproars of the people. Let's go. Let's get that in uh, Second Ezra 9. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes. Oh, that's another thing. It was just a major earthquake. Just a major earthquake. What was it in Afghanistan? Killed. Last I heard, it killed over 1,400 people. And then before that, you had the one in Russia that triggered the tsunami. And it's been some in Japan and all over the place. I looked up recent earthquakes, and the last like 3 days has been made a lot of major earthquakes, like 5.5 and higher. But this was a 6 point something in Afghanistan that killed those 1,400 people. So yeah, it's going down. All right. It says in uproars of the people in the world. So yeah, of course, we on the planet, but we're not exactly in the world. So we're not part of these uproars. We the prophet. You'll see us out teaching, just like we've been doing all these years, warning you people of the things that's going on now, which some of you idiots still don't want to believe in. Verse 4, it says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things, from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, the Most High, he's been like, these prophecies were written thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. And here they are coming to pass now. That lets you know what time we in. Folks really need to get their shit together. All right. Isaiah. Let me see. It's Isaiah 19 I'm looking for. Yeah. It says Isaiah. I'm gonna start from the top. This scripture being read a lot too, because this is what's going on. It says the burden of Egypt, which this is not Egypt over there in Africa. This is talking about spiritual Egypt mentioned in Revelations 11, which is America, which is also known as Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon. It says, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right. So these are different citizens that's going to come up against each other. It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And there shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So yeah, these people are gonna lose their minds, and they're gonna try and see if they can get their future read. We're reading your future now. It's gonna be nothing but destruction, and those that are not part of the elect, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna die. You're gonna be cut off. Even 2/3 of the Israelites, they're not going to make it. Only 1/3 of the Israelites in this place, and the 144,000, those are the only ones that's going to make it out of here. All of these heathens, they're going to die. The super duper rich, the ones that's ruling the earth now, that's in control, they're gonna be taken. And they're going to be put into slavery. And then you're going to have other nations you're going to have some people left over that's not going to get destroyed in other parts of the world. They got to serve the Israelites in the kingdom. And that's just what it is. The Israelites had to serve these other nations. Now the other nations going to have to serve Israel. But yeah, before then, we're about to see nothing but destruction, more uproars of the people, war, pestilences, famines, distress, all of these things, a lot of sorrow, and it's nothing but evil times coming. So, hey, Akim, we already know what it is. We already know what's to come. We already know that we have to have faith and keep up with the good works and continue to pray and do what's pleasing to Yahweh by Shema Shai because we fear Him. All right. So I want to go ahead and end off that. I pray that this was edifying. And once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us His truth. Shalom to the elect.